Now you know that critical thinking is a process of making judgment, which means judgment is the outcome of critical thinking. Your decision just now that the second judgment better describes the concept of critical thinking is a judgment. Your choice of what to study in college is another kind of judgment. Similarly, your opinion on the movie The Hunger Games, your belief that Lei Tang is a terrible teacher, or your prediction that China will become the strongest country in the world in 10 years are all different forms of judgment. But are all our judgment qualified as the outcome of critical thinking? How about this one? My intuition tells me that space aliens do exist. And this one? You know, I have a sixth sense that I will win the lottery. Or this one? Women can never be good leaders, you know. Are these judgments based on critical thinking? To answer the question, we need to come back to the definition of critical thinking. Examine the definition and you'll find a key word here, purposeful, which means the purpose of critical thinking is to make a well-reasoned and fair-minded judgment. That is to say, the outcome of critical thinking is not only a judgment, but also a judgment that is based on good reasoning. The previous three cases failed to do so. Intuition, sixth sense, and prejudice is not reasoning. If you are a critical thinker, you're very prudent to make any judgment. You don't believe anything easily. Instead, you need to clear away confusions, question assumptions, analyze reasons, and evaluate evidence. But does that mean always criticizing other people's opinions? No, not necessarily. Your judgment doesn't have to be in opposition to other people's opinions. I mean, it could be, sometimes, like this one. Many people nowadays doubt the worthiness of college education. I disagree. I'll tell you why they're wrong. But in many other cases, it's simply not criticizing. You may just think critically about the issue, whether college education is worth it, and explain your decision. One more thing you need to know about critical thinking is that a critical thinker is also critical of her own thinking. She monitors her own thinking process and corrects any mistakes she might detect. This is what the experts mean by saying that critical thinking is to make self-regulatory judgment. Can you think of some examples of critical thinking and some examples of non-critical thinking in our daily lives? Share your ideas with your classmates in the following discussion section.